This is a part 2 video of the chapter Refraction of Light at Curved Surfaces for class 10th. What is a lens? A lens is formed when a transparent material is bounded by surfaces of which one or both surfaces are spherical. We have two types of lenses. One lens is converging lens. Converging lens is also called as convex lens. Remember, converging mirror is concave mirror, converging lens is convex lens, and lens can also be classified as diverging lens. Diverging lens is also called as concave lens. Remember, concave lens is diverging, concave mirror is converging. Mirrors and lenses are opposite to each other. Again, converging lenses are divided into three types. Biconvex lens, this lens is called as biconvex lens, or it is also called as double convex lens. Or simply it is also called as convex lens. Generally, we define the lens by this shape only. That is, we can say what is a convex lens? A convex lens is a lens whose both the surfaces are bulging outwards. You can see here the surface is bulging outwards. We have one more type of lens that is called as plano-convex lens. Plano-convex lens, second type of convex lens. What do you mean by plane? Plane means one surface of the lens will be plane, whereas other surface of the lens will be curved shape. But still it is also bulging outwards. That is why it is called as convex lens. Now third type of lens is concavo-convex lens. Remember the shape of the moon? It is a thin shape of a moon, but still here also it is bulging outwards. That is why it is called as convex, and this surface is also curved, so it will be called as concavo-convex. Observe the words at the end: convex, 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 convex. So in the types of lenses, the end words will be convex, but the words which are placed before will be different. Now, what are the types of concave lenses? We have or double concave, or simply concave is this lens. Observe, in this the surface of the lens is bulging inwards. See, when this surface and this surface they bulge inwards, then this lens is formed. Here they are bulging outwards in case of convex, but in concave they are bulging inwards. Now second type of lens we have is similarly plano-concave lens. So this is my concave surface like this, which is bulging inwards, and this is my plane surface. That is why the second type of lens is called as plano-concave lens. Now my third type of lens is called as, we have both the shapes are curved, but as we are choosing this shape, this side to be curved, this side will be curved, and then we know that the upward and downward portion will be horizontal like this, and similarly this will also be curved. Why? Because this is my shape which is called as convexo-concave lens. Don't get confused in between these two shapes. This is concavo-convex because it is bulging outwards. This is convexo-concave because it is bulging inwards. Now let us see the terminology related to lenses which have both the surfaces as curved. Suppose this is my principal axis, this is my convex lens. Suppose here also this midpoint of the lens is called as optic center indicated by P. So this midpoint of lens can also be called as pole, or it can also be called as optic center. In your syllabus, when both the surfaces are curved, we consider it as optic center indicated by P only. When one surface was curved, it was indicated by P, pole. A center of curvature, that is, we know that whenever this curve forms a part of a sphere, it will be called as center of curvature. Similarly, for this part, this is my circle. So this is my center of curvature. So let us suppose for convex we indicate center of curvature. On left side we indicate by C2 center of curvature, and on right side I indicate center of curvature by C1. So when two surfaces are curved, we have two center of curvatures, C1 and C2. Whenever we draw a normal from center of curvature to a point on the lens, it will be called as normal, and in this lens terminology this is called as radius of curvature. Since here on the right side I am indicating by one subscript, this also I will indicate by R1, radius of curvature. Similarly, from center of curvature to the point on the lens I am drawing a normal, so that will be called as radius of curvature R2. So let us see what are the rules for formation of image by lenses. In the first column I have rules, second column concave lens, third column convex lens. So first rule is what happens when any ray passes through principal axis. We know this is my principal axis, which is joined by center of curvature and focus. Any ray which passes along the principal axis remains undeviated. A ray is coming, it will hit the concave surface and it is passing like this. It will go through the optic center, it will not deviate from any point. This point is called as optic center. And one more point I want to say is concave lens is indicated by these arrows. Since they are pointing towards inside, these will be called as inward arrow. So remember, concave lens denotion is inward arrow and concave lens denotion is outward arrow, since they are pointing outwards. A ray is coming, it will pass through the principal axis undeviated. Always remember to draw the arrows, they are very important. Whenever a ray passes through optic center, it also remains undeviated. Undeviated means it will not change its direction. This is my optic center, as I know that. So whenever a ray passes through the optic center, it will remain undeviated. It will come here, it will pass directly through the optic center. Similarly, a ray is coming through the convex lens, it is remaining undeviated, it passes directly through the optic center. This I am drawing for convex lens, and let us suppose this is my concave lens. So for convex lens, whenever a ray is parallel to principal axis, it passes through the focus. Similarly, a ray is coming, it will pass through the focus in this direction. Similarly, we have a ray is coming, it will pass through the focus. A ray is coming, it will pass through the focus. That concave lens is a diverging lens. So whenever a ray is parallel to the principal axis, what happens is it will not pass through the focus, but it will diverge away, because a concave lens is a type of diverging lens. Similarly, whenever a ray is parallel to the principal axis, it will diverge away from the focus. It is not meeting the focus, but it is diverging away. Similarly, we have whenever a ray is passing parallel to principal axis, it will diverge away. Here also, a ray is coming, it is parallel to principal axis, it will diverge away. So when we join them, they can meet at the focus. By dashed lines, we will join them. Whenever a ray is passing parallel to principal axis, it either passes through focus or diverges away from the focus. Sorry for the handwriting. Fourth rule, what will happen when a ray passes through the focus? It is opposite of third rule. In a convex lens, this is my convex lens, it will, because the arrows are outward, so the lens is convex lens. The rays are coming like this, they are pointing outward from the focus, and they will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Parallel to the principal axis. Similarly, the rays are coming outside, they will be parallel to the principal axis. A ray which is going from the optic center, that will pass to optic center only undeviated, but a ray which is pointing from the focus will be parallel to the principal axis in a convex lens. What about concave lens? a ray is directed in the direction of focus, it will appear to diverge away from the focus, but it will remain parallel only. So here it is in the direction of focus, a ray is coming, it is in the direction of focus, it will emerge parallel to the principal axis. A ray is in the direction of focus, so it will meet here, not here, not at F1. Similarly, a ray is coming, it will appear to meet through focus, but it is actually parallel to the principal axis. Okay, it appears to meet this focus F2 because it is pointing towards the direction of focus. So whenever a ray is directed in the direction of focus F2, it will emerge parallel like this. See, like this. Okay, since they are coming like this, they will join at F2. Now let us see the fifth rule. One more thing which you observed is, on the left side we have C1 F1 for concave lens, and on the right side we are indicating by F2 C2. Similarly, on convex lens we have C2 F2 on left side, C1 F1 on right side. Remember that. That is, focus lies between optic center and center of curvature. When parallel rays making an angle with principal axis, that is, this is my principal axis, the rays are coming and they are parallel to the principal axis. First, let us draw a curve for convex whenever the rays are parallel. So we have some rays which are coming and which are parallel to the principal axis. Okay, they are coming like this, they are parallel to the principal axis. And they are coming like this, they are parallel to the principal axis. And they are making an angle also. As you can see, these are making an angle with the principal axis and they are also parallel. Let us draw a focal plane. Focal plane is a plane, okay, that is a vertical line which is perpendicular to the principal axis at the focus. So I can see here, this is my line which is perpendicular to the focus. So that is why this is called as focal plane. So whenever rays are parallel to the principal axis and making an angle with the principal axis, they will meet at a point on the focal plane. So let us suppose this is my point on the focal plane. We know that whenever they come like this, they will bend away because there is refraction. So the rays will meet like this. Let us suppose. Okay. If you did not understand this, I'll draw again. Whenever you draw C1 F1, C2 F2, remember to take equal distance between them. Like here I have 1 centimeter between F2 and C2. Similarly, I have 1 centimeter between C1 and F1. Okay. See. Okay, let us suppose this is my focal plane. The rays are coming parallel like this. Okay. And when they come parallel like this, they will meet at a point on the focal plane. Whenever parallel rays make an angle with the principal axis, these rays are making an angle with the principal axis, so what will happen? They will converge at a point. So since it is a convex lens, they are converging at a point on the focal plane. Say that suppose here also, they are parallel, right? So they will converge. A ray which passes through optic center will be like this only. Now, so a ray is parallel. It will refract. It will change its direction and it will meet at a point on the focal plane. Let us suppose this is my point on the focal plane in which all rays are meeting. There is a meeting like this, all are meeting at one point, and whenever they are parallel, they will meet like this on a focal plane. We can say here they are meeting at F2. Now what about concave lens? Suppose rays are coming and they are parallel. Here, since rays we know in concave lens they are diverging, that is, they will not meet at a point. So let us suppose the rays are coming like this, they are parallel. We know that whenever rays are coming and they are parallel, they will diverge away. So moving away like this. Similarly, here a ray is coming, this is parallel. It is moving away like this. When we extend them backward, they will meet at a point on the focal plane. Let us suppose the point here is at this point. So they all, when extended backward, they will meet at a point on the focal plane. So this is a point on the focal plane because I know focal plane is a vertical plane which is perpendicular to the principal axis, and this is my point on the focal plane where all the rays will appear to meet. I forgot to draw the directions. The rays are coming, they are parallel to the principal axis making some angle, and they will appear to diverge away. they will appear to diverge away like this, and they will meet at a point on the focal plane. So hope you are clear with all the 5 rules for formation of image by lenses. When you combine any 2 rules of this, you will be able to draw ray diagrams. So in the next part, I will show you how to draw ray diagrams for concave and convex lens. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel, and also like this video if you understood. Thank you very much.